Hi, this is Brooklyn. Welcome to my channel. That sounded weird, but I'm really not going to change it because I want to make this quick and concise point. Meghan Markle, I realized I need to stay with me. I realized I need to make a video because I was yelling at my husband this morning. So, because about the situation, I understand wanting to have a voice. I get it. But they let her say speeches everywhere. She did have a great show. I think that's amazing. I praise her for that. You know, you think that show is going to last forever, and at 37, what was she going to do next? So she had to come up with a plan. I'm all for empowerment, but she knew what she was signing up for. She knew exactly what she was signing up for, okay? She got pregnant immediately. I will tell you this. She hightailed her ass to North America really quickly and didn't take the heat with Harry. Maybe she wasn't invited, maybe she was, but she should have been back at that cottage, Frogmore Cottage, or wherever they stay, to hold his hand through what just happened, because I'm sure it wasn't pretty. Now, I know his family loves him and nobody was, but I think, listen, that baby, if it was in England for a year, usually dual citizenship has to be chosen. And because the Queen has control over custody of her grandkids, I don't know if it's joint or however that works. What I'm saying is, I think William's gonna be the king for the longest. God forbid anything should happen to that family. It would go to Harry and Meghan. So for Harry to believe that he's not important to the royal family is super heartbreaking. For Meghan to make him feel like, oh no, you're this and you're that, and we need to go do our own thing because you're so special. Yeah, he's special. He was born into royalty. You weren't, Meghan. You were married into it. And being married into it comes with respecting what it is. Now, if she would have, I personally think she didn't want to bow down to Kate or bow down to anybody, okay? I personally think that. I also think Kate wasn't going to make her do that, okay? But anyway, but I just think she just couldn't handle it. She couldn't handle being under them or not having her way. She just couldn't handle it. I understand what people are thinking. If you're a feminist, you're like, turn me off because you're like, this is effed up. Because I'm just saying, you're probably thinking, this is fucked up. This girl, she doesn't even know what she's talking about. Da, da. I'm telling you right now, Meghan knew what the fuck she was doing. She knew what she was doing, okay? Like, she knew from the get-go. She hightailed it back to North America with that baby because you know what? That baby was going to soon have English citizenship, and then it was going to be a pain in the ass to get him out of England. And so why do you think the Queen had to leverage? There have been pictures recently of Meghan not wearing her wedding ring, which I think is a sign to Harry. Even I don't want to believe this stuff, but when you see things like this ring she got recut or whatever, you're like, oh my gosh, it's an ultimatum. If you don't do this, we're gone, okay? I literally always forget to say this, like face to face with you guys, which is crazy because I love you. Please hit that subscribe button and hang out with me, and I'll see you soon. I think their family is beautiful, and I think what Harry thinks he's doing and what he is doing is protecting his family, but at what cost? Because it shouldn't be an ultimatum, and she shouldn't have hightailed it back to North America. That was the biggest sign to me. Meghan hightailing it back to North America and leaving Archie there. That was the biggest woo to me, because that is some serious leverage. Like, when you have a newborn baby and it's your first child, I mean, not just for a mother, but for a father who really loves their child. And Harry, to me, seems like he'd be an amazing father. He lost his mother. This is really special, because when you lose a parent, I have not, but my husband lost his father when he was 4, right in front of him. He doesn't remember, he was almost 5. He doesn't remember much, but he remembers that he felt like he had to be a man that moment, kind of like how Harry walking by in the limo had to be a man. My husband relates to that. So when we had our first child together, it was so special to him because he was able to have this relationship that he missed with his father. It's really special. And so she's got the insurance policy. She's got the golden ticket. And she should have been either at that meeting or at home baking her roasted chicken. Whatever she did to get the wedding ring on is the same thing she should have been doing, which is called support, which is called making a home, which is called loving someone. You don't leave them in the midst of chaos. You don't just leave. The only reason you would do that is because you're hiding something, you're running, you don't want to deal, or you are protecting something, which she's protecting her policy or baby. Like, what if the royal family had gotten to them? What if they would have gotten to them and like Harry would have had all these ideas like, well, they're right. This is probably too fast. Who knows? Okay. Apparently it didn't happen because the queen knew she had to agree because Meghan's smart and she took the baby to North America, and Harry was like, I have to, I don't know what happened. I wasn't there. Okay. I would love to have been a fly on the wall. But all I'm saying is Harry probably was like, even if my son and my wife are in North America, I have nothing without them. So please, like, for the sake of, whether he made it. Okay, there's a couple of things that can happen. She's going to leave him in a couple of years, and poor Harry, who loves her so much, is going to be like, oh shit. I believe his family will always take him back. Absolutely. But will England? I don't know. Please leave in the comments if England watches me. I don't know if anybody really watches me, but if you do, leave in the comments. Will you take Harry back? Because I think he has, honestly, he was ready to have a family. He wanted to be loved. I don't believe there was never love. What I do believe is that she has a plan, and has nothing to do with feminism. I think part of it is she just wants to be famous with her voice, because honestly, they were doing so much good, and the queen was allowing her to speak almost everywhere. The queen was giving her so much leeway. I don't think you guys realize, Americans don't understand how much the queen had given Meghan, how much leeway, and a lot of Americans are like, fuck the Republic, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? It means a lot to a lot of people, and they love their royal family, and they love that they still, you have to understand, to survive as a monarchy since the beginning of time, no matter how they got it and fought it, that's just how it went thousands of years ago. It's okay to want to go off and do your own thing, okay? But don't leave your husband in England to deal with the backlash while you're in North America with your son. Like, what you gonna do? Yeah, when they come for you, because I'm over here, you're over there, and if you don't, and that's what I think is going on. And you can hate on me if you want. I was all for it. Don't even pull a racial card on me, because that's bullshit. I have both heritages, and so there should be no racial slurs toward her, because she's both and there should be no racial slurs anyway, but she's got both in her. And pigmentation is the reason why we're all different colors, because the sun in Africa is way hell of a lot stronger and out more often than the sun in damn England, okay, or France, where my family's from. So you know what I mean? So like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating that that's been an issue, and I am not a correspondent. What are you running from, Meghan? If you were supporting your husband, and if this was really about just wanting to be on your own and wanting to just be a family and just be quiet and do your charities and do your design your clothes and work for Vogue, and but you want to be quiet, but you want to be famous, whatever it is, then what are you running from? Because that's not a crime in my book. That's not a crime. So why did you leave Archie in North America? And why did you rush back to Archie? Of course I'd rush back to I'm going to hear comments. She rushed back because she missed her baby. Why would she leave him there in the first place? They should have all been in England as a family and dealt with this together. And why did she, and this is Shallon's point, so I don't want to take credit for it, why did she release a statement at midnight so Kate would wake up on her birthday to this statement? Like, why would she do that? Why? just know there's always a reason to her rhymes, or I don't even know how to call it because it's chaotic. But the most important policy is honesty. And so the people have been starting to see through Meghan for a while, and she's been getting some rude awakenings, and she doesn't like it. And she has one person on her side. I love Harry. This is not about empowerment and feminism, because if it was, why would you run away? Why would you leave Archie in North America where the Queen couldn't get her hands on him, where there's no leverage? Why last year are things that he used to do for his gain, he's now doing because MeGAIN. Meghan wants to MeGAIN everything. That's not as cute as Sparkle, Markle, or Megxit, but still has its own little ring. Subscribe, hit that like button. I always forget to say it, so I'm gonna have to like put it in there somewhere. So if there's a little break, don't mind my editing. I got on a tangent and forgot to say, please subscribe. Please follow me on raw talk underscore Brooklyn on Instagram. Please follow me on raw talk underscore Brooklyn on Instagram. Usually I leave my handle is somewhere around here. And also you can follow me on Facebook, which is Brooklyn Tamara Bowdler. I'll leave that all in the description. I'm always wearing unique makeup. I'll leave all that in the description. Tons of sales right now. Don't want to bore you with that. That's not what this is about. I'm starting to sound like Meghan. Hey, let me sell something too. We all got it in us. I'm not saying none of us have it in us. And if you see an opportunity, you want to grab it. But if you really love somebody, then you don't use it as an opportunity.